Yo, what's up, Street Tool, man? You already know. We out here, but doing a recap of this crazy Friday, man. It's NFP week, man. So, the markets be crazy. So, as you can see, Friday recap, Canadian news. Let me refresh this. Let's see the data. So, this was the results from the news. Unemployment change, more than expected. Okay, the numbers are more than expected. So let's look at effects it had on the market. So for AUD for New York session, it ended up dropping. So right now, as you can see on this 4-hour time frame, we're still on an uptrend, but the market is rejecting this area of resistance that I've drawn here with the shaded area. So obviously around this area, just focus on sales, boom, 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 you'll be straight. Market's not really breaking this area as of now. So the market is looking to potentially retest this area here, this red line, this blue trend line area for uptrend. But right now the market closed like that with a bearish candlestick pattern. Actually, it closed with like a whatever green, bullish, little small candle, but overall it's like a minor retracement down. So we're still in the uptrend, but right now it closed some drops. Now let's look at US 30 with the Dow Jones. As you can see, I already had the trend line drawn from previously. We're still in the uptrend. There's a lot of shenanigans right here. Consolidation, breaking to the upside. That's the 1-hour chart. Let me zoom down to the 50-minute chart. As you can see, the market was constantly consolidating to the upside and then broke up high. So NFP wasn't all that, but the effects was positive in terms of making the economy go up. Right now, I guess stuff is going on with the whole corona vaccine, all that fun stuff. So the market creating higher highs. So we're in an uptrend for US 30. This whole week, we're in an uptrend. So if you bought this week of August 3rd to August 7th, you've been straight because we've been on an uptrend. And a good entry would have been these Fibonacci retracements would have been right here. This area of previous support, whatever, would have been a great area to buy. And right now you see these wicks touch these areas. So this would have been an indication, okay, there's an entry to buy. You got in, and just got to be patient to take the hold because there's a lot of noise in the market. So if you're like a nervous trader, you're like, oh snap, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? That's why you have to be patient, and the market still end up going to the upside. Now let's get gold. So gold, I drew a trend line because we were on an uptrend, but then it finally decides to correct itself a little bit. So it started to correct itself, as you see over here. And when it broke the trend line, boom, broke the trend line. It started to like retrace, rejecting the trend line from that rejecting. So this area is a great area, the shady area to find sales. So if you're going to sell, you have been straight if you sold around this area, the area rejection. So you have a couple opportunities to get in for sales, and just had to be patient. I know NFP was probably, I believe, this candle here. NFP pushed down and it came back up for minor retracement. Some people thought it probably going to go back up since gold was going up, but not in respective retracements, and it ended up going down. So Friday was the day for this gold to finally drop. It's been rising for this past couple of days. So if we look at the daily chart, let's look at the daily, if I can find it. Okay. As you see, these green candles are bullish, so it's been going up these past couple of days, and today is the only day it finally ended with a bearish candle. So I see next week probably go back up. So gold is pretty bullish still. And now let's look at GBP USD. So as you can see, it has this crazy range. This is an hour chart. So we're an uptrend, but it kind of broke through due to NFP. So it started dropping to a little London session. It kept rejecting this area. There's like a strong area resistance. So if you got any entries over here, you've been pretty straight for sales. It rejected here. I know some people want to buy, but the momentum of the market wasn't there, and ended up pretty much breaking the trend line, retesting, and then coming down for the drop. So we go to the 4-hour chart for GBP USD. What do we see? We see this weird pattern where you think the market's going down for the downtrend, but nope. Earlier this week, it went up, boom, bam. And then it went back up, retested this high. And I said, nope, we come back down, and now it broke down this trend line. So the market is basically trying to come down. There's been a lot of noise because NFP week, there's a lot of noise happening in the market with news events and world events. So right now, the market looks like it's trying to come down. But if it breaks this area over here, if it breaks this area here, this zone here, the close below the zone here, obviously we should be good for the downtrend. So be on the lookout. USD CAD, USD JPY. So USD JPY, it's still an overall downtrend. Right now, the market came up during NFP for a slight correction up, but overall still like a downtrend still. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. I didn't really trade this pair, but I could see it has a lot of noise. You know, during the trend line, we're still respecting it. I expected to see it continue going down for next week. The USD Mexican. Go 4-hour chart. A lot of noise. Still like a downtrend, but a lot of noise. Euro USD. I know people trading this pair. It's the most traded pair, Euro USD. So there's a lot of noise for the Euro USD. So you can see right here, it's rejecting this area. Right here, it's like engulfing candlestick patterns for a downtrend. So obviously that's a smooth drop, bam. But here, it's playing around doing heads and shoulder pattern before a drop. It created like the shoulder, the head, and the shoulder for a drop. If you understand that pattern, you could play off that pattern to catch the move. Usually the third or second leg, it finally drops. But a head and shoulder pattern is like the third leg, shoulder, then it really starts to drop, which was today. So people got that sell. The market could do some retracement back up to the zone and then drop back down. So right now USD is kind of like a sell. Let's go to the daily chart. Yeah, there's a lot of noise. So the market breaks this area. Expect to see a continuation for a drop. And JPY, almost similar to the GU. Let's go to 4-hour chart. The market was rejecting this resistance zone area that I have drawn. There's a lot of noise, obviously, this week, but it still didn't break this area of freaking support. It like touched down and came back up. But once it breaks this area, expect to see the pair finally drop to this area. That's the goal for next week, hopefully. Or it might just do some thumb crap where it comes back up, test this area, come back down, stuff like that. But that's pretty much what happened this week, especially Friday. NFP wasn't so great. I remember the good old days, NFP 70 pips easy. Like, let's say usually had just shoot up like 70 pips. Easy. It'll be like crazy amount of pips. It'll be like a huge candle or a huge wick or whatever. But now it don't be like that. So you gotta know how to trade for real. So this concludes this Friday recap. You know, like, comment, share, let me know what you think. Let me know what pair you trade and if you're profitable or not this week. Let me know. You already know we are out here. Peace.